Hi everybody, I am here starting my channel and I'm coming back from a very huge comic book sale. They had over 20,000 comics and honestly I think they only probably put maybe only 10,000 out. So it was really crazy, and as you can see I did there's quite a bit. I'm only going to start with a short box today, but I did manage to go back again today as well. I went back a second time, yesterday and today. But I managed to get a short box yesterday and a long box today, and over, I think, 350 comics or so. But anyways, each comic was $1, which is amazing. And if you know, you know, especially this comic in particular, Spider-Man number 13, the black symbiote suit, iconic cover, literally $1. Not much issues with it besides like right here, this little line right here, but overall really clean. So there's that. And we're just gonna go down pretty much all the good stuff pretty much. Right here, Warlock Chronicles number 1. Fantastic issue. Well, for what is a spectacular issue, but it's like the cover, of course. I thought it was really cool. Of course, we're getting into some of the funny stuff to me. Saw this book, The Incredible Hulk. He's fighting Santa Claus. It's actually kind of funny. So, you know, number 378. And then it's a range of different books. So here's a Marvel team up featuring Spider-Man and Werewolf by Night, number 12. It's a 20 center, and honestly, actually, it's really cool. Honestly, it doesn't look like he's much of a team up with him, but you know, you never know. This old book brought me back. It's very old. It's an old Gold Key comic, 15 center. It's Top Cat. It's an old, pretty much old cartoon I used to watch when I was a kid, and always liked watching it, and I just thought to grab it. Here's another one, the West Coast Avengers number 1. I was so excited seeing this book. I had it before, but I no longer have it, but of course now I do now, so it's just really amazing, especially the amount of books they had there. This one right here, of course, is another. It's a 1 in 4 issue limited series, but it's West Coast Avengers number 1 as well. And of course, you can see Hawkeye and Iron Man and pretty much a lot of other characters they added here. Found this one as well. A What If the Avengers Have Never Been. It's always like, these Marvel comic books, usually they're kind of different from each kind of like what if, you know, so I thought it was really cool kind of see, you know, the possibilities. Here's this awesome iconic cover, the Silver Surfer number 75. It's a giant size 75th extravaganza. Again, all these books are $1, so it was really amazing how each book was just $1. Here's this one, the Spectacular Spider-Man with Maximum Carnage. Pretty much the whole story with Carnage, Venom. This is only part 13 of 14. A lot of them there was a lot of people already there. You know, they kind of got all the good ones, but you know, I was still getting pretty good ones myself. So this is a really sick cover. This is Carnage, number 203. Marvel Tales featuring the Sensational Spider-Man. That is just an amazing cover. I think so. You know, I mean, just all the heroes all around it on the border. Just really cool. There's more Marvel Tales Spider-Man, number 170. And usually these books are kind of almost similar to the Silver Age, but not to get them mistaken. They are pretty much kind of like retelling of it. But I don't have any of these, and Silver Age is very hard to find. but you can find them, just it's not cheap. But again, all $1. So, yeah. Here's another one. Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man. Number 167. Again, these were 60 cents back then. So, it's really cool from just, I mean, you know, the wondrous worlds of Doctor Strange. Here we go to another one of those covers right here. Fantastic Four number 296. And again, it's a little rough, but that cover is awesome. And again, $1. So, of course, you already know who this is. The Thing. This whole group, everybody here, you know, X-Men, over there, Spider-Man, the Hulk, Fantastic Four, of course, Thor. And then I started finding a lot more older comic books. Here's this one, really cool cover. Of course, this guy must have got it. I don't know when he got it, but a long time ago, but they were 50 cents for wherever he bought them. Number 206, The Incredible Hulk. A Man Brute Berserk. We found some old Iron Man, the Invincible Iron Man. Number 49. Again, he found it for 50 cents. I thought it was really cool finding it. Did manage to find some Silver Age, a couple books. Number 41, The Invincible Iron Man. Super rare, kind of finding out in the wild. Again, $1, still amazing. Another Invincible Iron Man, number 51. So, again, really sick cover with these old Invincible Iron Mans. Here's the Incredible Hulk. Battles the Uncanny Inhumans. Number 175. Thought that was amazing. If you guys know who this is Black Bolt. Of course, his whole like little family. I think I can't see everybody here, but there's just I'm actually really excited to read this book. So more to look forward to. There's this one, The Incredible Hulk versus the Man-Thing. I thought it was pretty cool. Number 197. Sick cover. Of course, this guy over here says, "Strike my slave at the command of the Collector." Oh shit, the Collector. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna have to black that out, but sorry. But the Collector, huh? It's kind of cool. Here's this one, another Silver Age book, The Incredible Hulk. I mean, what's not to like, especially at Silver Age? That's amazing. Again, I got so lucky finding these little straggler books. It was all mixed together. Nothing was organized necessarily over there. He had some a little bit, I guess more or less some of it was organized, but the rest of it was all kind of like thrown together. So it's just all types of, you don't know what you're finding. To those who know, I saw this book. There was only one there. Dragon Ball Z number 1. I was so hyped. Of course, you know who that is. That's Goku. You know, really cool. Really cool. Then here's Iron Man Annual to Free the Eternals number 6. Thought that was pretty cool. Cool cover. There's this one as well, King Size Special Iron Man. Thought that was really cool. The Coming of the Crusher. So, it's kind of cool. There's another old Incredible Hulk, number 157. And that's the Rhino behind him. So that's, when I saw that, of course I'm gonna grab that cover. I don't know what happened to that kid, but man, jeez. Here's another one. I thought that was really cool. The Invincible Iron Man number 144. That cover is awesome. Especially this one, actually, he goes into Vietnam. Well, his little adventure of it. So, yeah. This one was amazing. Iron Man, oh my gosh. Just so cool cover. Just really cool. If anybody's familiar with, like, you know, looking at old, like, you know, War Machine and stuff like that, you know, I know this is strictly just Iron Man, but again, really cool cover. Could not pass it up. Here's this book, X-Men #2 with Magneto. Really awesome. Huh. That's kind of weird. Well, all I'm going to say is this one is double booked. I don't know what's this about. It's not glued or anything together, but there's 2 books in here, and I have no idea what's the second one. X-Men #1. Really cool cover. Wolverine, Iceman, Cyclops. I'm actually kind of curious to see what's inside. Oh, okay. There's another book. Oh, ha! It's another copy. It is literally another copy. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. So great. So that's cool. Here we go. Back into some more Marvel Tales. Spider-Man #138. If you guys know this cover, obviously it's not the old cover. If it was a Spider-Man, you know. Well, if this was the book, the OG book, more or less, this would be extremely valuable and way, way more valuable than $1. But this book, I'm so excited because, again, I'm trying to find the full run of this, but I was just kind of, more or less, just kind of humbled to find a lot of these really cool books. Here's this one, Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man #128. This book is just amazing, especially the artwork. Really cool, really cool. Here's another one right here, Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man #111. This is Tarantula right here. And, yeah. You know, it's a great book. Again, retelling of the story. And I'm actually excited to read it. This is an iconic cover. I do have a better copy already, but I couldn't pass up this one. Pretty much, Green Goblin kills Gwen Stacy, throws her off a bridge, and it's kind of pretty crazy, actually. I mean, that was, you know, Spider-Man's love interest and all that, so. But you can't pass up that. Not for $1. You can't pass that up. Here's this one. Marvel Tales #68, starring Spider-Man, and of course, apparently he is unmasked at last. Okay. Here's another one, Marvel Tales #22, Bring Back My Goblin to Me. That's actually really cool art, especially for the Green Goblin. Found this cover, I thought that was really cool too. Marvel Tales #14. This is sick. If you guys have seen the old Spider-Man, if you have. If not, they had like a little bit of a tiny cameo in what's it called? Gosh, it's like with Miles Morales Spider-Man, and it showed in one scene with this exact Spider-Man. And you know, if you know that, if you've seen the movie, it's a really good movie. Found another one of those cool covers with the borders. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. This is Snake Eyes, if you guys don't know. #53. And it was spectacular condition. So, really cool. Here's another Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man #101. Really cool. Seriously, really cool. The Man-Wolf, and that is technically his son who got transformed. J. Jonah Jameson, you know, who always saying Spider-Man and always yelling all the time. Found this book as well, Rogue #1. I mean, can't pass that up, you know. Starting the story, at least I can at least see how it goes. Here's another Maximum Carnage, Part 2 of 14, Web of Spider-Man #101. Really cool cover. You know, Carnage was always pretty like a lunatic of a character, but great character. There's this really cool one I used to have as a kid, Web of Spider-Man #100 with his armor suit. Really cool. If you know, you know, it's just, you know. And again, a lot of these books were all thrown together. Some of them were bagged and boarded, some weren't. This book, for example, Tomb of Dracula, this is the only Dracula book I found, number 65. And I couldn't pass up on it, especially an old Tomb of Dracula book. So, yeah. Here we're getting into this one. I used to have this book as a kid. Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts, number 49. Believe it or not, strangely enough, back when I was a kid, I used to have this book. And I found it in a box at a thrift store for 49 cents. And before it was 50 cents. And literally is number 49. So I thought that was kind of, you know, crazy. Okay, we're getting into some more of my favorite stuff. And I got so lucky with a lot of these books. I didn't even realize what I picked up. I was just grabbing them. Moon Knight #1. Fist of Khonshu. And again, this is so awesome. I didn't even realize I picked #1. So, again, great. I tried to get the full run from what I was seeing. So, here is Moon Knight #2. How many more must I? And did not have #3, but I did have Moon Knight #4. And Moon Knight #5. And Moon Knight #6. So that's obviously not the full run, but so excited to have all these. Again, I don't have any of them. Really cool. If you know, you know. Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars. The Secret Wars are going to be, well, going on back and forth, technically. I mean, depending on if they go for the other. It just branches off everywhere if they're going by different universes and stuff. But #2, I couldn't find #1. But if you know, that's Magneto. And, you know, just really cool. If you guys are interested with a lot of these other stories, I will try to, you know, start from the beginning, but it's going to be kind of an issue depending if I have #1, if I don't have #1, if I have #2, don't have #2, and so on and so forth. This is Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars, 10 and 12 issue limited series, and it's really cool, especially with that Doom cover. And if you know, with everything starting out, that Doom is going to be played by Robert Downey Jr. And again, really cool cover, especially with Doom. So, I always wanted this book, particularly, and I thought it was just amazing. #4, again, you know, it's all branched out. Secret Wars, and literally it says, beneath 150 billion tons stands the Hulk. And he's not happy. Of course no one would be happy. Literally holding all that back, while everyone else is just can't even do anything. That's pretty crazy. Here's another What If book. What if Wolverine was Lord of the Vampires? I thought that was really cool. That's Punisher in the background, and this is Phoenix. So, that was cool. There's this one right here, #1, Infinity War. Of course, everyone has seen the Infinity War. You know, great movie. Thought this was really cool. Here's this one, number 1 in 9-issue limited series, Secret Wars number 2. Who is the Beyonder? Oh, that was cool. Here's some old Luke Cage Power Man, number 18. Really cool. Not many old comics. I feel like some of them were already bought up, or he just had them mixed up together. Here's this really cool one, The Mighty Thor, number 460? Yes, that is. Really cool cover. I mean, come on, the art is really cool. Here is the Eternals, number 1. The Battle Begins. Number 1 in a 12-issue limited series. And here is Phoenix, The Untold Story, number 1. If you have seen the X-Men, they have different kind of stories with the Phoenix. It's kind of different. Here's another one, Sleepwalker, number 1. I didn't have this book, and now I do, so kind of happy. Here's this book right here, The Man-Thing, number 3. So, thought this was really cool. Here is this one, The Last Marvel Team-Up, Spider-Man and the Uncanny X-Men. This is the last book, and I managed to find this, and I was very surprised because, again, this is the last one, last Marvel Team-Up, so this is it. I thought it was really cool. They all look kind of disappointed, more or less. Here's another Marvel Team-Up, Spider-Man and Howard the Duck, number 96. Thought it was kind of goofy. Here's another one, Spider-Man, Marvel Team-Up, and with the werewolf, or, well, technically it's Werewolf by Night, but what do I know? Thought it was really cool. Here's another one. I thought this was really cool. Marvel Team-Up featuring Spider-Man and the Nightcrawler from X-Men. If you know the X-Men, Nightcrawler, always cool. Really cool character. Found this book, Battlestar Galactica, number 1. If you've seen the show, I've seen the couple episodes. I didn't really get into it, but you can't pass up, the first book. So, and apparently I found 2 copies of it, so that's always cool. And of course, another Secret Wars number 2, and I think this was the one that was sort of damaged, but I found the replacement, which was the one earlier. So, but again, good to have. Here's this one, The Mighty Thor, number 273. Again, some of these books were not boarded, but they were backed. But, Here's this one, number 283, The Mighty Thor, Suddenly the Celestials. If you guys know about the Celestials, this is Celestial Being. So, thought this was cool. If you know the Demon Etrigan, if you're into DC, of course, this is the first issue. Well, not the first issue of Demon, but it's one of the first issues. So, I thought it was really cool. Really cool. Not really a fan of DC, but some books I like. And some stories and characters. Here's another one, Spider-Man, number 2, Bloodlust of the Lizard. If you know the Lizard, really, I like the character more or less. But I like the Green Goblin and Hobgoblin, and there's a lot of other characters like Tombstone and Kingpin and all that. So, yeah. Apparently, I had another number 1 in the issue, number 1 issue of the Secret Wars number 2. So again, sweet. I'm actually happy I got 2 number 1s. Here's this one, number 1 in a 4-issue limited series, Prince Namor, the Submariner. If you've seen the Black Panther movie, he of course made his appearance. I guess more or less. Since the old, Black Panther, rest in peace, is not there. there's so many different stories with Prince Namor. They call him the submariner. I always called him that. But really cool character. Very cool. Here's this one. Number 2, Secret Wars number 2. And man, that is actually really, really cool. Especially with symbiote Spider-Man in the back. Alright, we're getting into, wow, okay. The Sensational She-Hulk number 2. So somebody must have took number 1. There were already people there. So they were already picking books up left and right. But hey, you know, if I get lucky, I managed to find some pretty cool covers. And honestly, pretty good runs here and there. There's this one, The Micronauts, The New Voyages, number 1. It's always cool to have the first book so you can start out and read the story and see if you want to keep going. Here's some more She-Hulk, The Sensational She-Hulk, number 8. Apparently Santa Claus is visiting. Kind of funny. Here's another Sensational She-Hulk, and I guess Spider-Man is guest starring. Number 3. That's always cool. That's really cool. Here we go. X-Men number 1. Oh, that's an iconic cover. If you know all the X-Men covers, number 1s, they all kind of go together, more or less. Like it's almost like a whole big panel. So, for example, here comes another X-Men number 1 with Magneto. This would pretty much kind of go across, I believe, this way. So, really cool. Or it's the other side. I don't know. But it's really cool. Really cool. The X-Men were my favorite, especially watching the show. And I managed to find an old Journey into Mystery, number 13. Just lying in a random box of just everything mixed together. There was some old Superman, nothing noteworthy, you know, some 90s stuff, just random, very random. Thought this was cool. Death at the Hand of Thanos, Spider-Man, number 17. There he is wearing the Infinity Gauntlet. Huh. Well, there's this book. Number 1, G.I. Joe Yearbook. I don't know why I got this. I just think I thought it was just cool. And it's good to always have the number 1. So, yeah. This, of course, is Captain America. We all know this. And the border is always so cool on those. I don't have any of these. And now I'm actually having to start them. I kind of want to get all of them. So, really cool. Really cool cover. Number 323. Oh, and here we're coming back to more of the Incredible Hulk. Number 200. I don't know about this book, but I feel like it's... I can't remember, but I think this is a pretty crazy book. So I'm actually kind of excited to look into it once I start organizing and separating. So here's another one. The Incredible Hulk number 284. Follow the Leader. And, you know, it's just all different type of characters back there. And really cool old Incredible Hulk finding all the time. Here is Amazing Adventures featuring X-Men. I found this book, X-Men number 1, and it's not the original X-Men number 1. If it was, it'd probably be honestly behind glass. I mean, usually those books run for almost like, I think the last one, if I'm mistaken, I think it was like $15,000. But I was so happy to find this book. And, you know, really cool having this. I, of course, don't have X-Men number 1. And if I did, I don't know. But this is a really cool cover with the original Beast right here. Magneto, Iceman, Cyclops. I think that's supposed to be not not Phoenix, but it's Jean Grey. So, I don't know about the other guy. Is that Angel? I don't know. But I'm going to have to read it to find out. Here we get into some of the funnier stuff. Peter Porker, The Spectacular Spider-Ham, number 16. I only found one book of this, and it was kind of really random. It was just sitting there. Yeah. So, really cool. Iron Man, or Iron Mouse. I think that's supposed to be Nick Fury. And Captain America. I think that's supposed to be Doc Samson, but he's a... Is that a clam? I don't know, but it's kind of goofy. Here's this one. It's another Marvel team-up featuring Spider-Man and the Man-Thing, number 68. Always cool. Always really cool. The Dark Deep Swamp. Or, no, The Dark Swamp Deep Fear. I'm getting my words all mixed up. Okay, yeah, I did manage to get a couple old DC. Swamp Thing, if you're familiar. Old show, movie, kind of series, technically. Number 16. So I thought this was just really cool cover. Don't know who that lady is, but it looks like she might be raising the undead. I don't know. These zombies. This one right here with Superman and Bloodsport, number 4. And he plays for keeps, apparently. I can't remember, but I thought this was like a key. I wasn't familiar, so I just kind of snagged it. Not even going to question it. It was actually a really cool cover. And I know, of course, Bloodsport, if you've seen, you know, Suicide Squad or Red. You know, read all these different type of comic books and different appearances. So... Oh, here's a cool one. I found this randomly. It was a Lady Death, the Crucible. If you guys are familiar with this, I guess, I don't know if you are with Lady Death. This is almost like a sketch cover, I believe, I think. And it has a authentication, so right there, Lady Death was available only through a special offer in Wizard the Guide Comics. So that's kind of cool. It's in there for this. So, managed to grab that. Here is The Thing, number 23. And apparently he's had it, and who needs the Fantastic Four? I used to have this comic book, X-Men Adventures, and I don't know what I did with it, but it's number 1, and I grabbed it. Of course, in the front with the playing card, that's Gambit, Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, Rogue, Charles Xavier, and Jubilee. So, it's always cool. Especially if you watch the series, I recommend it. X-Men 97 is really good too. So, again, really good series to read and watch. And here we go, right here. The Uncanny X-Men number 281. This book is really, really cool. And I managed to get 2 of them, apparently. So, hey, the more the merrier. Always good to have doubles. And for, I guess, one of the last books in the box was this book. They Came from Inner Space, The Micronauts. Fantastic first issue, number 1. I was a little skeptic. I have not read this story, but I have recognized a lot of these old covers, and I saw this and I decided to grab it. So, really cool. Later on that day, we did manage to go and shop around some more. We stopped at this old video game shop and had some comic books in there, and saw this old Overstreet price guide, and right here, it of course shows the old cover of Marvel Comics number, I believe it's actually number 1, but this is, you know, of course this is not number one, but this is, of course, it's just a price guide, more or less. I always like collecting these. I don't have many, but these covers are just iconic. So, yeah. Alright, everybody. Well, this is going to be the end of this video, and I will be back with a lot more comic books soon to come. A lot of comic books, over another 250 books. Because, believe it or not, the ones that you just saw were only 97 books. 97. So, I will be back with more. Alright. Leave a like, leave a comment. I appreciate any and all just support for my channel and how it grows. And of course, if you do like comic books, watching the TV shows, or even have just an old childhood memory, always take advantage of just watch it and read. Alright. See you later.